Hey, I'm Cameron Mathison. You may know me as Ryan Lavery on All My Children, or as an alumni to Dancing with the Stars, or as the host of a show. But my most important and favorite role, and honestly the role that I am best at, and that is a father to Lucas and Layla. I am so outrageously involved as a father. I think that's, you know, back in the day, I don't think that was necessarily the norm. I think it's a lot more the norm now. I see a lot of dads that are very involved. But I make it a real point in my life to be extremely involved in, changing diapers from the beginning.
I'm sad.
You're sad right now? My parents see me, and they see how involved I am. And they think back and they're like, wow, it just wasn't the way when they were, at least not in their circle. When I was a kid, I had a disease in my hips called Legg-Perthes disease, and I wore a leg frame brace between the ages of about 4 and 7 for 3 years, night and day. It was a very, very tough time for me as a kid. And, growing up, I thought about, me, and how this is challenging for me, and I'm glad I overcame it, and I'm very healthy, and I'm very lucky. But now, as a parent, with my son in that range, me picturing him in the same situation, I mean, it paralyzes me with what they must have gone through. Allez-vous, allez-vous, allez-vous. Woo! Woo! I am definitely the fun guy. I'm like Disney World. Now, we're making stuff in here later. I will transform the living room into the galaxy and have this couch be Jupiter, and the other one be the moon, and this one be Pluto or Neptune or something, and we'll take space. I'm just very involved in creating, and I've heard from his teachers, Lucas's teachers at school, because Lila's not in school yet, that they're blown away with his imagination. That makes me so proud, because I sort of feel like I've had a part of that.
Our next experiment while we're waiting for this one.
Okay, becoming a father while we're waiting for this one. Becoming a father for me. I guess I could just say it like that. It really taught me the importance of taking the focus off myself and really living and making every decision for these two beautiful people. Coco. Lucas sees me on TV, sometimes gets confused. He's not as confused with All My Children, seeing me on All My Children, because he's been in the studio, he's been in the set, he's seen me do it, he's been offset while I'm working, and he understands to some degree what's happening. He got a little confused with Dancing with the Stars. All of a sudden I was on a new show, Dancing with a Woman, and he was like, why are you dancing around, on live TV with a woman that's not my mom? This is my beautiful daughter, Layla, and this is my beautiful wife, Vanessa. And Lucas and Layla are wearing something called Kia and Joby, which is my wife and mine, through association, clothing line, kids clothing line, and honestly, it's something that Vanessa has. She co-owns with somebody else. Just 1 second. I'm talking about your cool clothes, man.
He calls it his comfy clothes. I was on a play date with another mom, another Upper West Side mom, and she had a business, the children's clothing line. She said, Kia and Joby. I was already a fan. And she said, I can't do it alone. It's too overwhelming. I am going to leave the business. And I said, absolutely not. Let me be your partner. And literally within 4 months, we sold it it went from 5 boutiques to over 150 across the nation. And we're the more reasonable priced clothing in the boutiques. So you see something and, you can buy one of each color. So it's the great combination of being comfortable, sophisticated, not too cutesy.
It's tough to find a balance in children's clothes, I think, of being like cool and hip and modern without being like too restricting and not comfortable.
Right. We have our own website. It's kiaandjoby.com.
KEA and JOBY.com. How's that for a shameless plug? Thank you very much. That's what I'm here for.
I had no idea when I married him that he would be such a hands-on part of every single aspect of their life, dad, and has become, especially with having a girl, have just become such a big mush. And it's so great to see him in this role.
Show me. Show me. It's interesting because when Ryan became a father, there was a whole storyline on All My Children that Ryan went to the lengths of faking his own death to prevent from becoming a father. And so when it finally happened on All My Children, I was already a father. Cameron was already a dad. And so when Ryan became a dad on All My Children, I was actually, as an actor, I made a lot of bad choices. And I really think that the character should have struggled way more. I think there should have been way more struggle for him to try and, he went such a big storyline to avoid becoming a dad, and as soon as he becomes a dad, he's like, perfect? No, that was a bad call on my part, but I couldn't help it. Just the dad in me came out. Trying to cut him out of foil because I think I always did know that I wanted to be a father. Through my whole young life, I think it was just something that I always knew was going to be part of my life. Maybe growing up with my brother and seeing the dynamic that our family had, I think it's going to be something that was really important to me. There has been nothing in my life that has changed me as much as father has. Not my job, not becoming somebody that's noticed on TV, not getting married, nothing. And it has changed me in a really positive way.
Hi.
Whoa.
I gotcha.
Yeah.